Hi everyone! Welcome back to Mom and Me Beauty. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to be going over our November Gotta Have It and Don't Buy It. If you're new to our channel, please consider subscribing by hitting that button down below and then the little bell that is right next to it so you're notified every time we upload a new video. Em and I are a mother-daughter duo that do 2 beauty videos a week. On Mondays is Mom and Me Day, and on Thursdays is either Teen Take with her or Mom Moment with me. I do apologize sincerely for not posting at all last week. I was pretty darn sick. I got over one cold and right at it the next day with a second cold. So trying to recover from that, from being sick, just made it impossible to not only videotape but edit as well. So we are hopefully not going to get sick for a while now and we'll be posting regularly. So without further ado, let's get into our Gotta Have It's and Don't Buy It's.
The first part of our video is Gotta Have It's.
These are products that we are absolutely loving this month. My first Gotta Have It for the month of November is something that I kind of fell on accidentally. This is the L'Oreal Paris Pure Clay Cleanser Detox-Brighten Clay-to-Mousse. So I was looking for a new facial cleanser that I could use when I do my double cleanse routine when I take off my makeup at night. But I didn't really want to go back to the Mario Badescu cleanser that I've been using for a while and raving about for a little bit, because it just is, the more I use it, the more potent it seems to be to my eyes and the more irritating it is to my eyes. So I wanted to try something different. Well, I kind of fell on this while we were at Walmart. I had a coupon, a $2 off coupon. I thought, let's see how it goes. Oh my goodness, this stuff is phenomenal. It really does turn from like a clay to a mousse, number one. Number two, because it's got charcoal in it, it really deep cleanses. Now I do use this with my Clarisonic, so it's like a double whammy. It really cleans out my pores, detoxifies. I barely have to use any at all. Oh, and the bonus, it smells phenomenal. You know that smell that you get whenever you go into like a spa or a really luxurious hair salon? It's the same smell that's in this stuff. I don't know what it is, man, but it smells like a full-on spa. Oh, I love this stuff. I'm gonna be repurchasing this again and again, I'm sure.
And I can proudly say that I found it for my mom.
She did. She spotted it on the shelf well before I did.
So my first favorite, I don't really know if it's a high-end or drugstore item, but it is the BTZ Turn Up the Heat Flat Iron Protection. Almost every day I use one form or another of hot tools, whether it is my hair dryer to dry my hair after a shower or a flat iron to flatten my hair. Every day I use some sort of hot tool. And this one morning I was like, you know what, I probably should get a heat protectant because my hair is healthy right now and I use hot tools every day and I don't want to damage my hair because I don't have any split ends or anything like that. So I found that I had this in my stash somewhere. I don't know where I found it from.
I actually picked it up when I was at Sally Beauty Supply. It was a free gift with purchase or a free gift with a new membership, something along that line, but I did find it at Sally Beauty Supply.
When I first used it, I wasn't too keen on the smell because it's kind of like a orange creamsicle mixed with hairspray type of smell, but after a while you do get used to it, and now it smells pretty good to me. The other thing is that when you spray it on your hair, it is very oily, so it'll make your hair look a little oily. But the key is you do not use that much of it and really work it into your hair. So otherwise, it'll look like you didn't even wash your hair for a couple days. So this is one of my favorites.
And that is one of the reasons why I gave it to her, is because it is so oily. It does not work on my thin, fine hair. You really do have to have substance to your hair, like pretty thick hair, to be able to use it. Otherwise it's just gonna weigh it down and it's gonna look horrible. My next Gotta Have It for the month of November is also another thing that I kind of fell on by accident. So at the beginning of November, I flew out to Arizona for 3 days for my niece's wedding, and I wanted to bring my makeup remover balm with me. At the time I was using the Clinique Take the Day Off, I think it's called, or Makeup Melt Off, something along that line, but it was Clinique. According to the TSA guidelines, it has to be 3.4 ounces or smaller and in its original package. So it wasn't like I could take out what I was going to use from the jar and put it into something else. And that jar was well over 3.4 ounces. So I thought, okay, maybe I can find something at the drugstore. That's how I found this. This is the Pond's Cleansing Balm. It works just as well, if not, actually, I really do think it works a lot better than the Clinique. The Clinique was great in taking off like my foundation and my eyeliner and my eye makeup, concealer, all that kind of stuff. But my favorite mascara of all time, the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, that stuff, the waterproof is what I use, is like glue on your lashes. It is so difficult to take off. The Clinique, I really had to work that balm in to get that mascara off. This stuff, yes, I have to work in, but I don't have to work nearly as hard to get that mascara off. This stuff really does melt it, takes it off. I can then go ahead and use my clay cleanser that I just talked about, and my face is completely clean, mascara free. It's phenomenal, and it's drugstore, so it's much more affordable than the Clinique, which is a higher end. I also used to rave about the It Cosmetics by Makeup. That is also a balm. I absolutely love that. I went through like 2 or 3 jars of it, but now that I found this, I think I'm going to be purchasing this. I think this works just as well as the It Cosmetics.
Now, if you want something that will take off your Lash Paradise mascara, but you don't want to use a cleansing balm, because personally I don't like rubbing my hands over my makeup. It just, it's not a fun feeling. I use the Too Faced Mascara Melt Off, and that takes it right off. I have no issues getting off my mascara at the end of the day. And I do double mascara, so that is another option.
I used to use that too, and it does work. She's right. It does work really well in taking that mascara off.
My first thing is actually a set of 4 liquid lipsticks, and those are the Too Faced Smells Like Christmas liquid lipsticks. They have the shades Sugar Cookie, Pumpkin Spice, Cinnamon Bear, and Hot Buttered Rum. These do smell like their names. I will not lie there. Sugar Cookie smells just like a sugar cookie. Pumpkin Spice, my personal favorite. They are just such long-lasting little liquid lipsticks. As you guys know, I rave about all the other melted liquid lipsticks. I have tons of them. I'll probably buy more of them in the future. My 2 favorites are the Pumpkin Spice and Hot Buttered Rum, because they're nice, they're nice brown shades that I can wear. As far as the other 2 go, the Sugar Cookie, it's a little concealer color-like, if you know what I'm trying to say. You can easily apply it onto your under eyes and call it a concealer. But I will use this as a liquid lipstick if I have like a really bright eyeshadow look on and like a blue or green, something like that, just to balance out the colors. And then this red one I can't wear by itself, obviously, so I'd probably put like a white lipstick on top of it to lighten it up a little bit. And the set was, I believe, $25.
My next gotta have it for the month of November, again, is something that I kind of fell upon. This is also because of that trip that I took to Arizona. I wanted something for my hair on the days that I didn't shampoo, just to give it some volume and some texture. I have it in my hair today. It is the TRESemmé Full and Thick with Glycerol Thickening Balm. I've developed an aversion to balms because anytime I've used them before, they've weighed my hair down or made my hair feel sticky. It's just not pleasant and not a really good look. So I was really hesitant to take this with me on vacation without ever trying it before. But man, does it work. It totally, you have to use the tiniest amount. It totally keeps my natural wavy curly texture, but it doesn't weigh it down. I can run my fingers through it. It feels great. It feels like I just shampooed. Doesn't smell bad. It doesn't give me a white cast. I can't say anything negative about it. And it's 3.4 fluid ounces, so I could easily take it with me on the plane. Yeah, it's really good, and yet again, affordable. It's a drugstore brand.
My last favorite is something that I've had in my possession for a very long time that I just have not talked about, and that is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. This is probably one of the last chocolate bar palettes I purchased. When I got this, I was really excited, to be honest. I love all the brown shades in here. Now I am steering away from browns more recently. I've been going towards a lot more color, as you all probably know from my purple obsession. I still love this equally. I can easily do a nice brown, smoky-ish eye, and easily get away with it just to go, out shopping or hang out with some family, and this smells wonderful just like all of their other palettes. Another Too Faced palette that's a big hit. And I did do a Thanksgiving tutorial on this, which we will link down below and up here for you guys.
My last gotta have it for the month of November is actually a beauty blender. It's a sponge. I don't have it in its original package. I did buy one from CVS, the CVS brand Beauty 360, and then I bought a second one at Walmart, and I think it was Equate, but don't quote me. I will have all of that down in the description bar below if you'd like to check it out. The unique thing about this beauty sponge is that it's got like a velvety texture to it, so like the outside of it's kind of flocked, if you know what I'm talking about. Now, I use this just to blend in my concealer. Of course, I'm still using the Clarisonic and the foundation head to apply my foundation, but this is what I use for my concealer. I did try it dry because I think Nikki Tutorials and a couple other YouTubers that we like to watch recommended that you use it dry. It seems to blend a little bit better, blend your concealer in a little bit better, but I was finding that it was just too stiff. Now, this isn't the original Velvet Beauty blender, so maybe that's the difference. Maybe that's why I had to wet mine before I used it. You'll notice though that it does not soak up nearly as much concealer or product, foundation if you will, that a standard beauty blender soaks up. It kind of leaves the product on your face, which is where you want it to be. That's why I love this so much. Like I said, I've got this one and then I've got another one on backup. This one I cleaned a little bit and it's been drying a couple of days, so it's a lot smaller than when it's been soaked in water or wrung out in water. Then it does expand a little bit. But like I said, I love the flexibility at the tip that making it wet gives me. So I totally love this beauty sponge. And it's awfully popular because we've gone to 2 or 3 Walmarts now looking for this beauty sponge, and it is sold out at all 3 Walmarts that we've gone to. I have found it at CVS. I'll have to get one because Emma wants one. Obviously, we are not the only people that really love this sponge. This next section of the video we call maybe products. These are products that we're not quite sure about. They've got some pluses and minuses, so we're still trying them out, but you be the judge if it's gonna work for you.
My first maybe product is the Too Faced Gingerbread eyeshadow palette. I did do a teeny take on this, which will be going up next Thursday. I have the eyeshadow look that I did on right now. I am still in the process of trying it out. That video was just a first impressions. The colors in here are gorgeous. The only thing I have to say is the eyeshadow look can turn very tropical fast. I had to go through a bunch of hoops just to get where the eyeshadow is now, and I feel like I shouldn't have to do that with an eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to keep on trying this out, but so far it's okay. I like the color selection, I love the smell, love the packaging. I just have to try it out a little bit more.
My only maybe for this month is something that I got in our BoxyCharm. Yes, it was BoxyCharm. It's the Bodyographypro. Oh my goodness, you try to say the title of this. Bodyographypro Makeup Brush Cleanser. This stuff, like I read the directions, it says that you can use it one of 2 ways. Either you can spray it directly onto your brush and then either wipe it on a paper towel or washcloth, or you can spray it onto the brush and then immediately rinse it. So like using it as a deep cleanser. I prefer to use these types of sprays as like a daily brush cleanser. So as soon as I'm done doing my eye makeup, then I clean out or cleanse out my brushes that I use to create that look so that I don't have to deep clean them so often and they don't get stained. I tried using it the way that they recommended. It leaves a really awful residue. I could not wipe it on that washcloth enough to get the residue off. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to use it as like a deep cleanser. So I did wash out a few of my like face makeup brushes, the bigger ones, my powder brushes. I sprayed it on the powder brushes, then under warm water, completely rinsed them, agitated them on my hand to make sure that I got all of the product off, the powder off, and the cleanser off, and then air dried them. it still left a residue on my brushes. I don't know what is in here, but there's just something that it leaves on the brushes. Now, that being said, it did do a thorough cleansing job of my big powder brushes. It totally took off all the highlighter, the blush, which can stain some of your brushes, and the bronzer, again, which can stain some of my brushes. Completely cleaned them so they looked brand new. It's just that residue that I don't know. I'm not quite sure if this is something that's gonna work for me long term. I will continue to try it. I'll try it on some of my eyeshadow brushes when I do a deep cleansing and see if it does the same thing. Otherwise, I don't know. It might be a total pass for me.
My last maybe is the Tatcha Pure One Step Camellia Cleansing Oil. I first tried this out because one day, my skin was really dry and I wanted to cleanse it and moisturize it, really get it back to health. And I was running, well, I still am running low on my It Cosmetics cleansing oil. When I tried this oil out, the first thing I noticed was that there is a pump. So I was immediately like, okay, well, we'll try this. And it's definitely not like my It Cosmetics serum. When I put this onto my Clarisonic, it immediately seeped down the bristles straight onto like the plastic, backing of the brush head, and I really couldn't use it at all. So, I tried it on my face, made my face really sticky and like, I don't know how to describe it. It was really weird. I wiped it off and it was still like left a little bit of a residue. So I decided, okay, you know what? I'm gonna use my Cosmetics serum, try and get this Tatcha stuff off, see how I can, fix what I did. So once I got it all off and I moisturized and everything like that and went to bed. The next morning when I was getting ready for school, I looked at my skin. There was an immediate difference overnight in my skin. The day before, I had a bunch of acne spots. I had a lot of redness. Next day, acne was basically gone and my skin looked pretty normal. So I have to say that this may have worked miracles for my skin, but I still am not sure how to use it. So I'm gonna continue experimenting with this and see where I can go.
We did not have any don't buy it's for the month of November, so that is the end of the video.
So we both hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give this video a like if you liked it, and comment down below if you have any of these products and if you like them or not.
So for the month of December, because it is the end of the year, we're not going to be doing December gotta have it's and don't buy it's. We're going to do like a year of 2018 best of and worst of. So look forward to that video at the end of December.
Be sure to connect with us on social media under Mel and Me Beauty, and with me under Emma_and_2004 on Instagram, and with me again on Pinterest under the same account. Again, we hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time in our next Mel and Me video.
Bye everyone.